And I asked him first.
Squat gray building of only 34 stories. Over the main entrance the words, Central, London, Hatchery, and Conditioning Center. And, in a shield, the World State's motto, community, identity, stability. The enormous room on the ground floor faced towards the north. Cold for all of the summer beyond the panes, for all the tropical heat of the room itself. A harsh, thin light glared through the windows, hungrily seeking some draped lay figure, some pallid shape of academic gooseflesh, but finding only the glass and nickel and bleakly shining porcelain of a laboratory. Wintriness responded to wintriness. The light was frozen, dead. A ghost.
Hey, Lydia.
Hey, Fanny.
I'm hearing you're spending a lot of time with Henry lately. You better be careful limiting yourself to only one man.
I'm not limiting myself to one man. I'm going to spend time with Bernard Marx soon.
Bernard? Ugh. I heard they put alcohol in his bloodstream.
They didn't put alcohol in his blood, surrogate. He's a funny guy. I like him. He's interesting. Bernard, I was looking for you.
Oh, Lenina.
Are we still going to New Mexico?
Shouldn't we talk about it somewhere else?
I don't see why. So are we going?
Sure.
Okay. Wow, what a beautiful day for obstacle golf.
Yeah.
I have to go meet Henry for obstacle golf. Bye.
Okay, bye. You, Epsilon, go get Helmholtz Watson. Tell him Bernard is here.
Oh, hello, Bernard.
Hello, Helmholtz.
Good to see you.
So, Helmholtz, I'm taking Lenina Crown to New Mexico with me.
Really? You know, Bernard, have you ever felt like your life wasn't satisfying, as if there was something more?
You mean like all those emotions you'd have if something were different?
No, it's as if I'm searching for a better way to express myself. A way to make a difference in the world.
But your rhymes are great, Helmholtz.
I feel as if they aren't important enough somehow. Hush!
I believe there's somebody at the door. If only you knew what I've been through recently.
Poor little Bernard.
Oh, Henry, it was so much fun going obstacle golfing with you this afternoon. Look at those epsilons down there. I'm so glad I'm not an epsilon.
But everyone's useful, even epsilons.
Isn't it beautiful out here, out on our own? It makes me feel like I'm by myself, not so completely a part of something else, not part of a social body.
That's horrible, it's horrible. And how can you talk like that about not wanting to be part of the social body? After all, everyone works for everyone else. We can't do without anyone, even epsilon.
Yes, I know we can't do without epsilons. Everyone's useful, and so am I. And I damn well wish I weren't.
A gram is better than a dam. Can we go now?
Yes, alright, we can go.
Hello, Bernard.
Oh, hi, Morgana.
Hi.
Ford.
Orgy, 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 orgy,
A permit for you to initial, Director.
Ah, for the New Mexican reservation.
How long ago was it? 20 years, I suppose. Nearly 25. I must have been around your age. I had the same idea as you. I wanted to have a look at the savages with the girl I was having at the moment. She was a beta minus, and I think she had yellow hair. Anyways, it was almost the day of my leave. Then, well, she got lost. She must have gone for a walk alone. At any rate, when I woke up, she wasn't there. I searched and I shouted and I searched. It took me hours. I didn't get back to the rest house till midnight, but she wasn't there. She just wasn't there. I actually dream about it sometimes.
You must have had a terrible shock.
Don't imagine that I had any indecorous relation with the girl. I really don't know why I bothered to bore you with this trivial anecdote. And I should like to take this opportunity, Mr. Marks, of saying that I'm not at all pleased with the reports I received of your behavior outside of working hours. All fellows are so conditioned that they do not have to be infantile in their emotional behavior. If I ever hear again of any lapse from a proper standard of infantile decorum, I shall ask for your transfers to a sub-center, preferably to Iceland.
This is horrible. I don't like it.
Who are you?
My name is John, and this is my mother, Linda.
Society! Society! You're so beautiful! Do you have soma? Can I have some soma? Oh, your zipper! So fabulous, beautiful! How are you? I came here so many years ago with my Tom, and I got pregnant with this boy, and I've raised him here, and I want to go back. Take me back with you!
Yolinda! You must come back with us. Everyone will want to see you.
Bernard, where have you been?
Director, I've just got back from the Savage Reservation, and I brought one of them back with me. She's been stuck on the reservation for almost 20 years. I think you'll recognize her.
Tomakin, don't you remember me? I'm your Linda. You're Linda, don't you remember? I had your son, John.
Bernard, this is unacceptable. You're going to Iceland.
No, I can prove it to you. There's something I can prove it to you. John. Here. Father.
I am not a community teacher. I sing to people about the religion.
He's right there.
Yes, I'm a very important person. Yes, quite. Indubitably. Yes.
May I have your attention, please? I regret that I must inform you the Savage will not be making an appearance tonight.
To play such a joke on me! On me!
It really is a bit too thick when I think that I actually...
Yes, it's absolutely true about the alcohol. Someone I know knew someone who was working in the embryo store at the time. She said to my friend, and my friend said to me.
Too bad, too bad. It may interest you to know that our ex-director was on the verge of sending him to Iceland.
And now, my friends, I think perhaps the time has come for us to leave.
Must you really, Arch Community Songster? It's still so early, and there's still so much we could...
You're more like you were at Mall Place. Do you remember when we first met? Outside the little house? You're like what you were like then.
Because I'm unhappy again, that's why.
Well, I'd rather be unhappy than have this fake unhappiness that you have here.
But I like that. And you, the cause of it all, refusing to show up at my party and so turning them all against me?
I wrote something about happiness once. It's a poem about being alone. Would you like me to read it for you? Yesterday's committee, sticks but a broken drum, midnight in the city, flutes in a vacuum, shut lips, sleeping faces, every stopped machine, the dumb and littered places, where crowds have been, all silences rejoice, weep, loudly or low, speak, but with the voice of whom I do not know. Absence, say, of Susans, absence of Egerias, arms in respective bosoms, lips and posteriors, slowly form a presence, whose, and I ask of what, so absurd in essence, that something, which is not, nevertheless should populate empty night more solidly than that with which we copulate. Why should it seem so squalidly?
I had a premonition it was you, Helmholtz. Oh.
Hello, John. You don't look very glad to see me, John.
Not glad. Oh, if only you knew. Wait! I wanted to do something first. I mean, to show I was worthy of you.
Why should that be necessary?
Listen, Lenina. In my piece, people get married. For always. They make a promise to live together for always.
Get what? What a horrible idea.
I love you more than anything in the world.
Then why on earth didn't you say so? You silly boy. I wanted you so much. And if you wanted me too,
But Lenina!
Sweet, put your arms around me. Hug me till you drug me, honey.
Whore! Impudent strumpet!
Don't! Please.
Whore!
Please don't.
Damned whore!
A gram is better than—
Go! And get out of my sight or I'll kill you! Is there any hope?
Of her not dying? Of course not.
But she's my mother. Linda?
Kobe?
She can't hear you. She's highly sedated on Soma right now.
Oh, look! Whatever's the matter with her? Isn't she awful? Look at her face!
Linda, don't you know me? Quick, help! Oh God, somebody help me! Do you like being slaves? Do you like being babies? Yes, babies, mewing and puking. Yes, puking. Don't you want to be free and men? Don't you understand what manhood and freedom are? Don't you? Very well then. I will teach you. I'll make you free whether you want to or not. Free!
Mad. Killing.
Ford helps those that help themselves.
Free! Men at last! Good old Humboldt!
They're done for. don't. Oh,
My
hurry!
friends,
Let me
my
kill.
friends, what is the meaning of this? Why aren't you all being happy and good together? Happy and good. At peace. At peace.
Will you come quietly?
Or must we anesthetize you?
We will come quietly.
You there? Oh, what can you want me for? I can't imagine why.
You're for prison, Margaret.
Well, why shouldn't I be?
Come on, man.
Othello is something that you will never write. You can't make tragedies without social instability.
Why not?
The world is stable now, people are happy. They're so conditioned that they practically can't help behaving as they ought to behave.
But need it be quite so bad as those twins?
But how useful. They're the foundation on which everything else is built.
Why don't you make everybody an Alpha Plus?
We believe in happiness and stability, and Epsilon sacrifices for the good reason that for him they aren't sacrifices. He's foredoomed, even after decanting he's still inside a bottle. An invisible bottle of intile and embryonic fixations. Each one of us, of course, goes through life inside a bottle.
Art, science, you seem to have paid a fairly high price for your happiness. Is there anything else?
Well, religion, of course. There used to be something called God before the 9 Years' War. But I was forgetting. You know all about God, I suppose.
But if you know about God, why don't you tell them? Why don't you give them those books about God?
For the same reason that we don't give them Othello. They're old. They're about God hundreds of years ago, not about God now.
But God doesn't change.
Men do, though.
What difference does that make?
All the difference in the world.
I like the inconveniences.
We don't. We prefer to do things comfortably.
But I don't want comfort. I want God. I want poetry. I want real danger. I want freedom. I want goodness. I want sin.
In fact, you're claiming the right to be unhappy.
Alright then. I claim them all.
You're welcome.
Mustafa Mann sent Bernard and Helmholtz to live in Iceland, away from society. Helmholtz believed he would write better if the climate were bad. John went to live in the lighthouse, on the outskirts of the city, to spend the rest of his days in solitude. One evening, the swarm of helicopters that came buzzing across the Hog's Back was a dark cloud 10 kilometers long. The door of the lighthouse was ajar. They pushed it open and walked into a shuttered twilight. Through an archway on the further side of the room, they could see the bottom of the staircase that led up to the higher floors. Just under the crown of the arch dangled a pair of feet. Slowly, very slowly, like two unhurried compass needles, the feet turned towards the right. North, northeast, east, southeast, south, south, southwest. Then paused, and after a few seconds, turned as hurriedly back towards the left. South, southwest, south, southeast, east.